welcome back to my channel and welcome to another reset and reflect video for the month of February. Let me introduce myself for those of you who are new. I'm Isabel or Isabel, however you want to pronounce it. I am a recent college graduate. I studied marketing, and for the past 2 months I'm trying to get my life back together, adopt a lot of new healthy habits, because the last half of 2022 for me was a very busy period of time in which I had to focus a lot on work and college, and I really didn't focus on myself. So that's something that I'm trying to do this year, and just like, I don't know, just live a bit more of a more wholesome life and focus on me and things I love to do. One of it being YouTube and reflecting and just talking about goals and that stuff. So it's something that I want to do this year, and honestly that I've been doing for the past years, just I have not been documenting, is doing these monthly resets where I reflect on my goals from the past month, see what I accomplished, see what things I want to improve on, and yeah, and just like set the vibe, set the theme for a new month. I know this video can be loved, or other people don't really like setting goals. I have both type of friends, but I really love setting goals. I just feel like it gives you a north star, it gives you a direction. The only thing that I recommend is to not be so harsh on yourself and learning to accept that these are only guidelines, more of like intentions. Nothing will happen if you don't accomplish that, or if everything doesn't come out exactly as you plan it. And that is a really important mindset that I'm trying to cultivate and that I want to set at the beginning of this video. I hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But without further ado, let's start this reset and reflect by reviewing our January goals, which I set in this little notebook that I have. For January, I set 10 goals, and also I set a word for the quarter, which I'm gonna keep this month because it's still the first quarter of the month, which is work-life balance. That is my main focus, my North Star of this quarter, and this comes because, as I told you, last year, the second half of last year, I completely lost my work-life balance. I was working too much, and I realized it didn't make me happy. I divided my goals into my 3 categories, in which my yearly goals are also divided: work, personal growth, and social. I include YouTube into work. So for work, one of my goals was to finish my 30 days of daily vlogs in January. And I'm gonna say I accomplished this. I didn't exactly follow through the 30 days. I'm on day 15 now, but the fact that I started this and the fact that I've uploaded more than 16 videos this month, or like 16 videos this month, that is crazy for me. I pretty much started it and I'm gonna continue it in February. So that's really good. And if you wanna stay here for those 30 days of being my best self, which I mean this vlog is part of that, don't forget to subscribe. I had another goal of starting planning a little side hustle business that I want to create this year, and honestly I just haven't done that. I mean I have 3 days left and I could do it in these 3 days, but until now, January the 29th, I haven't done this. In the personal growth section, budget on time, I feel like this is a yes, because I did budget at the middle of the month and we're gonna budget today, which is the 29th. Then read one book. I read 9 Days and 9 Nights. That is related to my goal of reading 10 books this year, so we're on track for that. 3 workouts a week. This was one of the most important goals for me, and I partially did it. On week 1, I did it. I did my 3 workouts. Week 2, I didn't. Week 3, I did it. And then week 4, which is this week, I haven't accomplished my 3 workouts for the week. So we partially did it. We did 2 out of 4 weeks. Then finish work at 6 most days. I'm gonna put that as a yes. Like, I've never been so balanced, or I hadn't been that balanced with my job in so many months. I stopped romanticizing my job and feeling like it was my whole life, and just creating this limit, I started to have my proper lunch breaks and also finished most days between 6 and 6:30, which gave me a whole evening for myself. Then start a skincare routine. I'm gonna put a check to that as well. I definitely have improved so much my skincare routine. If you've been following the past few videos, I've showed you my improved skincare routine in many of the vlogs. There's some things that I still want to try, but compared to, I don't know, last month or the past few months, it's been highly upgraded. Then social. Here I have plans, social plans, at least one time, once per weekend or once per week. I think I wrote here once per weekend, but I think it's okay if it was once per week. And if it was once per week, I have totally done it. Then co-work on a cafe, I haven't done that. That's something I really want to do on February because it's an activity I really like, co-working with my friends. I used to do it a lot last year like around this time of the year, but I haven't been doing it, so I'm gonna say no. And then to try out a new restaurant or cafe, I mean, I did. I went to the beach and tried a new cafe. I had forgotten about that, so I'm gonna put a check to that. Ooh, and I tried Indian food for the first time. So yeah, I've definitely done that. So I'm very proud of myself. I have accomplished 7 goals. I have partially accomplished 1 goal, and then there's 2 goals I haven't done, which adds up to 10. But I mean, that's pretty good. We're starting off a pretty good month. Now, that was the first part on reflecting on January goals, and now let's move on to setting my February goals. But before I check my February goals, something that is really important for me this year is to constantly have in mind my yearly goals. Remember what I wanted to achieve to make sure that my February goals are aligned with my yearly goals. I have my yearly goals written down here as well in this same notebook, so it's gonna be easy to just read through this and then we'll set our February goals. Set my February goals. I set 13 goals. I wanted to be a lot more conscious with the goals that I set, and I thought I was gonna do less, but I mean, I guess 13 is not that much either. In the work category, where I include content creation, I include my corporate job, and I include any other side hustle that I have, I put on firstly finish the 30 daily vlogs, which is my current challenge that I'm doing right now. I'm halfway there, so I just need to finish extra 15 days. When I finish that, or in general throughout the month, upload at least 3 vlogs or 3 videos a week on YouTube. It's really important for me this year to keep the consistency and remember to keep that balance between my corporate job and my YouTube job. Then I want to start doing more Instagram content. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, but I don't know, I just find it a bit more difficult to do. I don't know, I just feel more real on YouTube. It feels more natural to me, and I want to start uploading on Instagram, but of course following my own style, enjoying it, being super real, super natural. So that's another thing, and I want to load at least 3 reels a week. I know it's a bit ambitious, but I mean, reels are 1 minute long, or more, and they're like 20 seconds long. And then the 4th one is the same as last month. Take the first steps in creating this little business I want to start, that I guess I'll tell you more about if it happens, but for now it's just an idea that I want to kind of put into paper. At least take the first step. On personal growth, I stepped it up a notch because I decided I want to work out / move my body at least 4 times a week. My overall goal for the year is to try and make moving my body part of my daily routine without actually thinking about it, just like enjoying it so much that I actually enjoy moving my body almost every day. And for that, we need to create that habit. So that's what I'm doing. Then read one book this month again, do my finances on time. That's again the same goal as last month, just to be really like, I want to be a finance savvy girl this year. Then no impulse buying on something that exists here, which is Rapiturba, which is basically like a DoorDash or Postmates. No impulse buying that. I feel like it's the thing that I use like the most money on, so I need to stop that, like seriously. Then I want to start a vitamin routine, just like on January I started a skincare routine. I want to start a vitamin routine, just make sure my vitamins are in order. And with this, I think I want to do a vitamin check. I'm gonna add that here. Work on my French at least 3 times a week for 30 minutes each time. I've wanted to work on my French for such a long time. Again, this is something that I've been dragging for months and months and even years. So we are working on our French on February, and this can be something like just like watching 30 minutes of a Netflix show on French, or watching 30 minutes of YouTube vlogs in French, or reading in French, whatever that is for me. Like just practice it for at least 30 minutes 3 times a day. On the social side, I want to reconnect with friends that I haven't seen in a while. There's so many friends that we just follow each other on social media, and we live so close by, but we never have time to see each other. So I want to separate times this month to actually see them, spend time with them. I just feel like that's very good and very wholesome, just like to keep in touch with these friends that like they don't even live far from me. We just don't make enough time to see each other. 12, I just thought it would be fun to maybe go on a double date this month. Like, I don't know, we'll see. 13, co-work with a friend. This is again a goal I didn't accomplish in January that I really want to do in February. So those are my 13 goals for February 2023. And then I also set my to-do list, which has a few pendings that I need to get done throughout the month. Like this, like personal administrative stuff, like things that I want to check off this month that are not that like fun, but it's important to do them. Another thing that I wanted to do alongside my goals is to set habits that I want to like consistently do on February. I haven't included that many habits here. I have included a few, like the working out or the vitamins things, but I haven't, like I have a lot more habits that I want to cultivate, but I didn't really want to put them as goals because I don't know, just for me, habits have a different vibe to goals and intentions. I have a habit tracker which I created in the last reset and reflect, so on January, and surprisingly I have been feeling it in, like not every day. I think I need to just update the last few days, but I have actually been pretty good with it. This helps me see and hold myself accountable at like, look at this, you're not following the habits you want to follow. So I am gonna create one for February. I'm gonna set the tasks the habits that I want to create, and then I'll share it with you. Okay guys, I finished my habit tracker, and let me show you the habits I put for this month. So wake up at 6:30 a.m. on weekdays, exercise 4 times a week, leaving work at 6 p.m, my skincare routine every day, then reading, you know, because I want to finish this book by the end of the month, drink 2 liters of water a day, which is about 2 of my water bottles, and finally take my vitamins daily. I hope I can accomplish at least half of them every day. And yeah, that's it for the habit. I feel like that set the mood for a great February. Like overall, these habits and goals that I set and intentions, I'm so excited to have an amazing February, a very wholesome, healthy February. That's the vibe, wholesome, healthy February. The next step in this reset routine is to do my finances. It's the end of the month. I think I have already received my corporate job payment, So it's time to pay off my debts, pay off my credit cards, put some money into savings, and you know, all that stuff. I'm still improving my finances routine, and I feel like I'll wait a couple of months until I show it to you. But I'll link down below a few of the YouTubers I follow that have really inspired me. I'll give you like a big rundown of what I do without going into much detail. I do my payments, I just check if I've followed through my budget, and if not, just like reflect any. I just have to be honest with you guys, I still haven't got my finances like really together, because I do spend a lot more than what I budget, and like it depends every month, but this specific month I've just spent so much. I already analyzed my credit card and I just spent 4 times as much as I wanted to spend. Just being here real with you, I really need to get like my things together in that sense. I just sometimes get excited, or there's expenses that I don't expect, like having a cat, and having an elderly cat is really expensive as well, and that costs me a lot of money. But of course I'm just not gonna not pay that, because that's important for me, that's my priority. But what I need to do is to accept that because I want to pay more on that, I need to like cut off some of other expenses, like going out, or as I told you, just like ordering delivery too much and that kind of stuff. Basically that's what I'm gonna do. For this month, I thought I'd add this last part of the reflect and reset of my favorites from January. I have 3 movies and 1 TV show to share with you. The first movie I watched was Last Night in Soho, that I've been wanting to watch for a long time. It's kind of like a thriller, but it's not really scary because I cannot watch scary movies. They scare me too much. I'm really bad at explaining movies, but it was thriller, mysterious, at the same time a bit glamorous. It showed like that glamorous side of London, and I don't know, I just really liked that movie. I recommend it. The other one I watched, Promising Young Woman, on HBO as well. It is a 2020 film. I had never heard of this movie before. We just, like, me and my friend watched a TikTok that said they recommended it, and I thought it was really good. Again, it's more of like a thriller, mysterious thing. What I like about this movie is that it is very unexpected. Like, you really don't know what will happen next. It's about a woman wants to take revenge because of what happened to her friend, to her best friend. And I'm gonna put the synopsis here because I'm just really bad at explaining movies. And the last movie that I actually watched yesterday, and today I wanna watch the second of it, is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I don't know why I had never watched this movie before. I had seen it so much. I'm a fan of Harry Potter. I really like the Harry Potter movies. But I don't know, I thought Fantastic Beasts was gonna be scary because like the beast part of it, I don't know, just scared me. I don't know if it was gonna be a bit disgusting or whatever, but it's honestly really good. Don't let it fool you by the name. It's not like a beast kind of thing. Like, it's really fun. It just takes me back to Harry Potter. I love wizarding movies. I love fantasies, and that was really nice to watch yesterday. Like, I loved it, and I kind of fell in love with Eddie Redmayne, I'm not gonna lie. And for TV shows, I watched 1899. Very thriller, but it's also very mind-bending, and I'm not such a fan of mind-bending series, like TV shows, and I thought this was not gonna be a mind-bending TV show because you don't really understand the mind-bending bit until the later episodes. But once I got to the later episodes, I was not gonna stop. Like, I was already hooked. So I would recommend it, but I wouldn't like highly recommend it. Then I thought of another favorite that I have had this month, which is like more of like a plan, and I thought I'd recommend it to you for if you want to do this on your February. And it's just having a chill night with friends, having a wine and movie night with friends. The last 2 movies that I told you about, like, I watched with friends, and it was just such a good plan, having a white wine and snacks and movie time with friends. I don't know, it was just a plan, one of my favorite days of this month, so I wanted to recommend that to you. And having said that, I am gonna finish the video here. It's already getting very dark. I think there's a pretty nice sunset outside, but as you saw, I am super excited for this new month. I feel like doing these resets just help me begin the month in the most motivated and excited way. I would love you to take inspiration to do your own reset if it feels good, and just again, not be too harsh on yourself. I'm super motivated to start a healthy and wholesome February. Really, I try my best to achieve these goals and live a really healthy life, live a really balanced life, and follow that work-life balance, follow my habits, you know, just wake up every day and try and be my best self. I really love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you stayed until this point of the video, comment down below a star because you're a star. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.